Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and on this one I'm gonna check the new Softube amp room and its 4 suits. Sounds pretty good, huh? So I'm having a JMP, which is my favorite of these Marshalls. It's really close to my bad boy. It has that high ching and stuff. But anyway, the amp room, as we know, doesn't really exist anymore, or it exists. I'll go that a bit later. But what we have now is we have 4 different suits. Marshall suit, metal suit, vintage suit, and bass suit. And the amp room is just kind of the platform where these suits operate. The outlook is different, it's much more simpler, it looks better, at least in my opinion, and it's more simpler to use. You can, if you're accustomed using the, old amp room, you can still have that, it's their background. But like you see, it's a bit more complicated and stuff, but this is simple to use. So yeah, 4 suits. They come with a Marshall suit, obviously comes with Marshall amps, Bluesbreaker, JMP, Plexi, Euge, 800, and so on. A metal suit comes with this is Softube's kind of own high gain amp design. High guard is, Engel, that's a Boogie, and 800 is there on the metal suit, obviously. Vintage suit has a Vox, high watt, Fender, another Fender amp, I would guess, combo amps. Bass suit has Ampeg and Supernova parallel, whatever that is, and the Cardinal amp. I think this is based on an old kind of 60s PA amplifier that was used on bass back in the day a lot. Let's stick with this Marshall amp. Okay, JMP basic reverb changes. And what do we have here on the upper row? Your input gain and your output gain, levels. And then we have the amplifier. Before that, we have the preamp section, where surprisingly I have ODR, the yellow drive, which is SD1. This doesn't function like an SD. This has more drive and more level compared to a real SD1. So if you're used to using real SD1 like me, just use your ears and dial. The drive there's a lot. I barely have it open. Usually I have it around 8 or 9, and the level usually around 4. But on this one, these settings feels the closest to my real SD1s. And then you can choose whatever, drives you want. The suits come with a certain amount of pedals. I have everything that Softube has ever put out, so it shows all there is. But if you buy this, please, check out what it comes with. I can't remember now, but I believe on their website it says that when you buy the Marshall suit, you get these pedals, these amps, these cabinets, and so on. And then the cabinet section, this is big improvement. To be honest, I didn't care that much about the amp rooms cabinets, especially the Marshalls. They weren't, to be honest, as nearly close my real cabinets, my real Marshall cabinets mic, but these, they are better. I talked with Softube and they have completely redone. They've done new impulses, everything is, and now they are realistic. Now they sound kind of like a real gap, because as we all know, nothing compares to real amp, real cab, real mics, because it's just not possible. Because real deal is real deal, and you know, computer games are computer games. But as close and as it can get, at least in my experience, of Marshall amps or Marshall cabinets. So two cabinets, kind of, you know, you can blend. So we have the basic microphone section. SM57 is probably 7B, MD421. It's a Newman U47, I think. AKG, Royer 121 ribbon mic, and this is a 121 or whatever it was called. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, and then you can, you know, move the mics around. You can make them like, you know, or directly or whatever. This is great. So and this operates like the sound are like they are on a real. Well, let me show you if I move this 57 in front of a 2551 AV, which vintage speaker, Marshall vintage. So great, it works like a real microphone in front of a cabinet. And then this tone section, this is kind of, you can shape the sound of the cabinet and the speaker, because we all know that there's no single speaker, one cabinet sound like the same. I have a couple of Marshall cabinets with greenbacks, vintage speakers and stuff. They are all a little bit different. So you can, you know, adjust the resonance, punch gain, and then here you can determine the punch frequency if you want to add some like mid bark or something, low cut, and tone. Some cabs are brighter, some are darker if you prefer, you know, so you can kind of, it's a Marshall cabinet, but you can change the tone of the cabinet and the certain speaker in it by your liking. I have everything on 0. No low cut, no tone, nothing. It was really close to my own cabinets. And then your pan, so you can make these. I have this center, and this is mono channel I'm using, just like on a real deal. And here you can either choose the blend or a volume, you know, between these cabinets. So on this side, I have a Marshall TV cabinet. Here you can check out the information. It's greenbacks. Cool. And that's a little bit lower in volume because I have a Royer 121 in there set to on the edge of the dust cap, where you know, you get this darker tone. So the 57 and the vintage cabinet is giving me the bite. The TV cabinet with greenbacks with the Royer 121 is giving me the bottom. Again, nothing going on here. Everything on 0, no low cut, nothing. And you know, that's it. Then you can have your post effects here, whatever delay. Let's actually put a delay in there. I'll show that to you. Like that. Let's take the delay off. And then your post EQ, nothing going on. The way I use this, like I would use my real cabinets, real amps, real cabinets, real mics. So I'm trying to get as good sound as possible, but without anything going on, like with on the real gear. And then when I mix, I added the needed EQ or whatever is needed. But yeah. And let's check out some other of what I did here. Jubilee. Plexi. It's really close to a 100 plexi. I have a 50 plexi. It sounds a bit different, has a bit more gain, but this is like, you know, your plexi. And then let's check out the Blues Breaker. This is actually really good. You know, Clapton woman tone, neck pickup tone off. Fast and fat and yeah, really cool. Then the 800. It's really cool. Your standard 800, the JMP on this one is, man, it's almost like my bad boy. It's had this compared to the 800, that bite. It was kind of your usual combination, what I use a lot, you know, vintage picks, greenbacks blended in and so on. Okay, so that's the kind of the look of these suits. Then you have your gate, your tuner. And so on. Cool stuff. The presets that there are, they're pretty good. Let's check out a couple of Finnish JC800 rhythm. Could probably work in some mix, but me being a Finnish, I won't use this. What else there is? JCM Rhythm 1. Okay, yeah, like usual, the presets are, you know, I usually do my own, because if I take my 800 preset. Well, to me it sounds a lot better and feels cool. And yeah, the signal chain is, you know, Gibson Les Paul standard from '89 slash pickups. And then into my pedal board, but there's nothing going on. This is just the way I route, if you see my studio tour video. Nothing going on. Then it goes to a reamp station, which is a DI box and, you know, reamp box in a one. And from the DI box it goes to the audio interface. So it's basically like when you stick your cable from your guitar directly to high Z input of audio interface. Alright, so that's kind of the looks and post and pre-effects. Let's check the metal suit. Let's check a couple of presets here. Metal suit, 80s Mott and JCM 800. Let's not go to Stockholm 1990. It's a sound. Wild jaunt. A lot of bites. Tight justice. Well, I guess it is tight justice to someone. Tight metal. Well, it's the same with whatever plugin I've tried. I don't like the presets. To me, they don't. No, I do my own. Okay, but anyway, you know, these are probably good starting points. I'm not gonna go into that because I'm not that into these high gain amps in general. More of, and if I use like a 5150, which is high gain amp, which is one of the rare I like, I have the gain set really low. Vintage. Let's check out these presets. Vintage Suit. 70s rock. Ah, this is good. Edge of breakup. Yeah, these I like these presets. I could easily use this, no problem. So what else there is? The bass suit. Let me get a bass. Change the pick into a softer pick because that's what I like with bass. Yeah, that's good old 80s, kind of Duff McKagan bass tone. Dirty rock. It's not that dirty, but it's rock. Metal DI blend. Oh yeah, cool. So there's a, you know, clean, blended in and distorted. Yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of kind of sub stuff. Let me just try one more. Octave. There's octave lower. What we got there? Yeah, bass octave. Let's add a little bit of drive. One more bass tone. This bass suit, yeah, I like these a lot. Mid-thumb, dirty, great for guitars. More dirt. Really fat kind of 70s. Okay, cool bass sounds. Absolutely great. Let me show you actually how this controls. They really operate like on a real amp. I'm controlling this plugin with a SSL's Euge. Your master volume, after a certain amount, it doesn't add volume, it just the power tubes just starts to break. It goes into plexi territory. Gain is not full, but I think I had it somewhere there, 8 or whatever. Mix treble. So, in general, these amps, these Marshalls, because I know Marshalls, I have quite a few of them. These acts really like a real deal. Obviously, it's not a real deal, and it's, you know, a plugin never will be, never has been, never is, and never will be, but really close. Conclusion: I really like this. It's a lot simpler to use than the previous, this old studio one, which you can still use if you want. The pedals are great. The SD one isn't like a real SD one. The cabinet section especially. I'm not sure if they've updated these, because these are always, I think, have been really great, and they are still. The cabinets are now a lot better than what they used to be. Now these Marshall cabs sound and feel like real Marshall cabs might with these microphones, much more realistic than what it was. Then you have the post section, which I don't have anything, and I didn't use the post EQ at all. Didn't find the need, it sounded good. If you already own an amp room, now I need to cheat. Yeah, so if you own an amp room, this is a free upgrade for existing amp room owners. You know, you will get vintage bass and metal suits. And if you own Amp Room Marshall Edition, you also get the Marshall suit for free. So this update is free for all current Amp Room owners and users. Marshall Cabinet Collection is included in Marshall suit, like you saw. And they have, as always, 20-day demo, and vintage bass metal suits are 99 euros a piece. Marshall suit is 149 and available at intro prices now. I really can recommend these strongly. These are great plugins, especially since I know my own Marshalls, real Marshalls. I can assure that these are, in my experience, as close as you can get on your computer screen to a real Marshall experience. Links in the description down below. Not my affiliate links or anything, but check this out. These are great. Hey, thanks for watching. All the best. See you on the next one. Bye.